Why Stoics embrace uncertainty, and you should too. There comes a moment in life when everything feels uncertain. The future is blurry, plans feel fragile, dreams seem distant, and you wonder, what if everything goes wrong? Most people panic. They cling desperately to control. They make lists, schedules, and endless backups. They convince themselves that if they just prepare enough, the unknown will disappear. But the Stoics, they walk into the unknown with calm. They step forward even when the path is unclear. Why? Because they understood something most of us forget. Life has always been unpredictable. And that is not a weakness, it is freedom. Life has never promised stability. Jobs vanish overnight. Relationships falter without warning. Health changes in an instant. The world itself is chaotic. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Change is inevitable. Fear of it is optional. Instead of demanding certainty, the Stoics trained themselves to focus only on what they could truly control: their thoughts, their choices, their actions. The rest, they learned to let go. Imagine the relief. Imagine the freedom. No longer fighting the world. No longer wasting energy resisting what cannot be controlled. Instead, moving with it. Uncertainty builds courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is acting in spite of fear. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Life is long enough if it were all well invested." The highest achievements in life, whether love, career, or personal growth, always require risk. They require stepping into the unknown. When you embrace uncertainty, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop letting the what-ifs paralyze you. Every challenge becomes a test, a chance to grow stronger, to prove to yourself that you can carry more than you once believed. Uncertainty teaches adaptability. The world throws curveballs, plans collapse, people change. The Stoics didn't crumble when life surprised them. They pivoted, they adjusted, they remained flexible. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You cannot control the storm, but you can always adjust your sails. This is how you thrive in chaos, not by resisting it, not by waiting for calm, but by learning how to move with it. Uncertainty sparks gratitude. Most of us wait. We wait for promotions. We wait for relationships. We wait for some distant moment to finally declare life as good. But the Stoics knew nothing is guaranteed. That is why Marcus Aurelius urged himself, "While it is in your power, be good." They found beauty in the present, not in permanence. They savored what existed now. Gratitude flourishes when you stop demanding tomorrow and start cherishing today. Suddenly, life feels richer, fuller, more alive, because you finally notice what was always here. Resisting uncertainty creates anxiety. We try to predict the future, plan every step, control every outcome. But no matter how hard we try, the world refuses to cooperate. The Stoic solution was radical in its simplicity. Let go. Epictetus advised, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. When you release the impossible demand to control everything, your mind grows lighter, your heart calmer. Anxiety loses its grip. Uncertainty is the soil of growth. Comfort zones are safe, but growth is uncomfortable. Every unexpected turn is a lesson, every hardship an opportunity. Seneca reminded us, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. When you step into the unknown, you discover resilience you didn't know existed. You uncover patience, courage, and wisdom. You find your strength. How to embrace uncertainty the Stoic way. So, how do we begin? 1. Shift your perspective. See the unknown as not danger, but as possibility. 2. Focus on what you can control. Your actions, your choices, your mindset. 3. Take small risks. Speak up. Try something new. Walk the unfamiliar road. 4. Reflect and learn. Journal, observe, grow from each twist and turn. 5. Treat change as a teacher. Ask not, why me, but what can this moment show me? Each step retrains the mind to welcome uncertainty instead of fearing it. A thought experiment. Take a moment now and picture your life exactly as it is. All the uncertainty, all the unpredictability, every moment that scares you, every outcome you cannot control. Now, imagine looking at it differently, not as a threat, but as a teacher. Every twist, every surprise, every unexpected challenge shaping you, molding you, strengthening you. This is how the Stoics lived. They knew life doesn't need to be predictable to be meaningful. It doesn't need to be safe to be fulfilling. True freedom comes when you stop resisting the unknown and start walking with it. So ask yourself today, what would happen if I stopped fearing the future? What would happen if I embraced uncertainty fully, without hesitation? The answer is simple. You would begin to live, not just survive, not just plan, but truly live. Because life, in all its chaos, is waiting for those brave enough to step forward without knowing what comes next. And when you do, you may discover something profound. Uncertainty was never the enemy. It was always the path. If this video helped you see uncertainty differently, give it a like. Share it with someone who might need a reminder that life doesn't have to be predictable to be meaningful. Comment below. What's one uncertainty in your life that you're learning to embrace? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you want more lessons from Stoic wisdom to guide your mind and your life, hit subscribe and join our community. Let's walk this path together.